Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is your host, your boy, your one and only Galaxy, and I'm signing in to another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing in for Comic-Con Radio. Coverage of pop culture events from around the globe. Amazing interviews with celebrities. Daily recaps and reviews of popular television. The Walking Dead. Z Nation. Van Helsing. DC Titans. Flash. The Legends of Tomorrow. Black Lightning. American Horror Story. The Green Arrow. Movie reviews. Everything Comic-Con and fandom from around the globe. Comic-Con Radio. Get ready to enter our universe. Let's go. Welcome. Thank you for coming back and joining me, us, the entire team here at Comic-Con Radio for another amazing episode. We've been having so much fun these past episodes, and we're almost at a lot. I don't know the exact number, but we're getting there, right? Thank you for all the support, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's been so amazing. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Today's episode, we're covering Black Lightning, Season 2, Episode 2. Now, the first 3 episodes, I don't know if it's going to go into the next one and the next one. They're called the Book of Consequences. Is it that? The Book of Consequences? Or Consequence? Is this your consequence? Sorry, guys. I just wanted to say that because I like to say that word. They say over here, can you say that word again? Can you please try it again, Galaxy? And I say it and they laugh at me. And I'm like, stop laughing at me, guys. Why do you laugh at me? Because I say the word funny, consequence? Anyways. Yeah, so it's like, you know, that's the name of the episode, and you know, has like other taglines along with it. But you know what's so crazy? Last week, at the end of the episode, you get, you know, Kara jumping out the window, right? Because Tobias or Krondon wants to like kill her with his freaking weapon that he has. And this week, it shows a green light baby, or whatever these kids are called. Green light babies, or whatever, superheroes in training, or kids, you know, whatever, got something up with them. They're jumping out of freaking buildings as well, right? That's pretty cool, though. You jump out. Anyways, you know, Kara, she had a crazy confrontation with Tobias on last episode, and this week, Wendy is jumping out a window. Wendy Hernandez. She's the kid in the pod, right? And, you know, the ASA has that pod area, and there's like a scientist checking out the pods, and like one of the boys burst out, and he's like shooting lights out of his mouth. It's like, dude, do you need a gum or a breath mint? Keep that mouth closed, because you opened it and you zapped the poor scientist, and the scientist died. Yeah. He killed him with bad breath. That's his superhero power. It's called breathokinesis. No, just kidding. He shot some rays out of his mouth, burned that guy up, and then burned his own self. Yeah, because he didn't know how to control it. So, I don't know, he closed his mouth and he burned himself. I don't know. If you have a superpower, know how to use it, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there, if you have a superpower, all right, please practice and use it wisely and know how to use it correctly. Because what if you burn yourself? What if you hurt yourself with your own superpowers? Right? That's kind of crazy. And then, right after he kills himself and the scientist person, Wendy jumps out. And she goes cray-cray, jumps out the building and runs away. Now, Wendy got some cool powers, right? Like she blew the wall away and escaped. I think her powers are from her farts. Did you see that? She like turned a little and then the building blew up. No, just kidding. She has some kind of specialty power. And you know how comic books and all the TV shows, they come up with some cool names. So she has like aerokinesis. So aero means air and kinesis means, you know what I'm talking about. And to put it together, it's kind of cool, these cool names that they're bringing up. But, she has that cool power. And, Gambi actually originally recruited Wendy. So he knows what's up with her powers. He was a spotter at one point. He was spotting people and he was saying, okay, you and you and you. But anyways, Wendy controls the wind, and with the wind, she could do some damage, right? People think like wind power isn't a cool power. Like I'd rather fly or run fast, right? Like the Flash or be like Superman. But look at it this way. If you could control the wind, maybe you can control the wind underneath you and you can fly, right? You got to like learn how to control it though. You can't just like shoot gas everywhere and like blow people's hair like fart. You can't do that. Oh, I'm the human blow dryer. I'm the human, what is that? Those waving guys that you see with used car dealerships. I'm the big fan. No, you can't just be like a human fan. You got to know how to use that. I would practice. I would learn. And I would like fly and do all sorts of cool stuff. But you know what? It's all good because with wind, you could move things, right? And it's crazy. Everybody has different powers in this series. Jefferson, has power over electricity, right? That's a cool power. You could zap people. That's pretty actually crazy. You want to zap some people. But anyways, and that kind of brings a little bit of craze to the show from the beginning, which is kind of cool. I've noticed with the show, there's more action from the beginning, and that's what I want. That's what I totally love and want. That's what we all need, right? It's that action. That action is ultra satisfaction. Yeah. And the girl's going cuckoo. She has like a psychotic episode and she's like running around. And I think she was put in that pot 30 years ago. Now everybody was like, how did Gambi spot her? Like Gambi doesn't spot people anymore. Well, duh. Some of those kids have been in those pots for like 30 years. Right? 30 plus what they're 16. They're like 46 years old and they look like they're 16. Every woman and most men would like to look 20 and be 40. I do. Don't hate. But yeah. So Wendy got two gifts. She's a 46 years old that looks like, a young adult. She didn't have to buy creams or do plastic surgery or anything like that. And she controls wind. Not the wind you pass, but other types of wind. And she was hibernating in that pod, right? They keep them asleep. Now, what I'm wondering, I know it's a TV show and it's all comics and stuff like that. There's probably tubes in there, right, that's feeding them, right? Because this is still a human being. You still got to eat, right? You got to eat and eat well. You got to eat and eat well. Anyways, we're talking about Wendy from the beginning. You probably didn't even know her name. You were like, that girl from the beginning? Yeah, that's Wendy Hernandez. That ain't Wendy Hernandez. She went missing when she was a teenager. No, Gambi spotted her butt, put her in the ASA pod, and now she's 46, but she looks 16. Cool. I don't know. Well, a lot of people thought she was dead. And of course, a lot of those kids in there, their families probably think they're dead. 30 years ago, their parents were like, 40, 50? Now they're like 80. They're like, I don't care. I don't care if I find you now. But anyways, Lynn was the supervisor. And she's always worried. And she really cares about what's going on. She really cares. And, her new boss is Bill Duke, Agent Odell, Bill Duke with his straight face. What you gonna do with that? And, it's just all these things going on. It's so much going on. And you saw that one scene when they got that kid in the room handcuffed, right? And basically, the agent, tells her to go in there, whatever. And she finds the poor little kid handcuffed to a chair with like a bag. Oh, what? What? This ain't no Guantanamo Bay. It's not that. But, Issa's family was pretty freaked out by his resurrection, right? And there's nobody to claim him. And it's basically Lynn finds that she needs to take care of these kids. I know she has a lot of responsibility, and I know her daughters are superheroes, her husband's a superhero, or has abilities, right? Superheroes are mostly heroes that are super. These are people with abilities. You don't become a superhero that easy, not in my book. You got to work for that title. But she feels that she's kind of like responsible for these kids. And she really wants to take care of them. Now, she wants to invite Issa over her house, or she does invite Issa. But you saw that scene when Issa was like outside and something goes crazy on the side of his jaw and neck, like this like light ray. I think he has an ability to make you want to tell the truth. Now, that's a jacked up ass ability because I don't want nobody like, what if I wanted to lie that second? Or what if I want to fib? Or what if I didn't just want to tell you? Like, is not telling you a lie? I don't get that. I was told once, if you don't tell me, that's still lying to me. If you don't tell me, that's still lying to me. Well, if I didn't tell you, how could I lie to you? I just didn't tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about what I just said right now? Can you please let me know? Can you go to social media and let me know at Comic-Con Radio, or go to our website, comiccon-radio.com, send me a message or the team and say, this is the answer to that. Or give me a call, 1-800-976-0305. Let me know. Does that mean that I'm lying if I don't tell you? What if I forgot? What if it slipped my mind? What if it slipped my mind? But anyway, so Issa's handcuffed in the room with a chair, with a bag over his head. And she's like, oh my God, I'm going to take you to my house and I'm going to feed you and all that stuff. But Issa's family's freaked out because they were speaking the truth. That's how they really felt inside. So his power doesn't make you say things you don't want. It makes the truth come out. So they were thinking that stuff. So it's like an honesty thing to him. Like yes, you do have a big nose. Or yes, I see the booger coming out. Yes, I see you there. Meow. So anyways, she takes him out of that jail type of place, whatever it is. It's the ASA building. That ain't no Popo station. And, Jennifer and Anissa are surprised. They look at each other, then they look at their mom. They're like, oh my God, look who's here for dinner. Wow. Thanks for bringing him over, Mom. And they try to make him feel comfortable. And he looks like that one guest that everybody's like, why are you here? And they're trying to be friendly and all that stuff. But they're cool to him, though, overall. The Pierce family is a really good family. They have a good head on their shoulder. Jefferson and Lynn has taught their daughters well, right? Yeah, I agree with it. I really agree with it. But you know what's crazy? They were like helping each other make food, and all of a sudden everybody started talking, crapola to each other. And they're like, oh my God, why did I say that? Well, you thought it. You just didn't say it because there's no like abilities in front of you. And then they sit on the dinner table. Oh boy, they sit on the table and they just start going at it. They just start talking, shiznit to each other. And you're like, whoa, what's going on in the Pierce household? Yo, papa's a principal. Yo, mama's a scientist. And everybody's gone crazy. Because that town is crazy. Imagine if this stuff was real. Excuse me, that was thick in the chair. Imagine if all this stuff was real. Imagine if you lived in a town with a bunch of, kids like this running around with special abilities. Green light, blue light special, whatever you want to call them, running around with powers and abilities, doing crazy ass stuff. And the whole town got somebody like Crondone, Big Boss, Tobias, right? Like the Daredevil has Fisk, Wilson Fisk. Every one of these shows got a big ass, badass, bad boy. They gotta kill him and get on with it. You know what's so crazy in these TV series, all of them? What I love? They be killing people left and right, breaking them and all that. But then the main evil guy, no, don't kill him or her. You must save that. That'll ruin you for the rest of your life. Come on, man. Come on. You're just trying to get another season working. No, I was kidding. Anyways, I love it. I live by these TV shows. Like I told you, I'm a fan first. I love them so much. Some I love more. Some I love even more. Some I love more. And better. Yeah. Okay. So then what happens in the next scene is they go up to that roof. That little rooftop spot where, Jennifer sneaks out of her window. Like that's like that typical 80s, 90s movies characters. They go on there and sit there while the boy or girl is downstairs trying to climb up their window. Anyways, they're sitting on that little rooftop safe spot. They call her a safe space. And she sees that his powers come from his neck. And she figured it out. Whenever Issa makes eye contact with someone, his metahuman energy surges from his neck, and that person is compelled to tell a deep, dark truth. Not a good truth. Not like, hey, I like your beautiful eyes, or hey, it's like a dark truth, like your sinister truth comes out. It's in there. It's in you. That truth is in there. But it's like something that you would never say because you're like, it's not proper, it's not cool. We think a lot of stuff, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we think of a lot of crazy stuff, but we don't say it because they'd be like, this guy is nuts. Send him to Kellogg's crazy hospital and give him cornflakes and shut the door. So, yeah. But it would be cool if it was like a truth thing where you say nice things like, oh my God, you're so fabulous. You're so great. Oh my God, you're so wonderful. The world would be a better place. But he makes people's deep, dark truth come out. This is not sound effects. It's my real voice. Yeah, anyways, that's a deep, dark truth that comes out when he's near you. But he has to look at you in the eyes. So I think what he needs to do is he needs to do that Cyclops thing and wear shades so he doesn't look at people in the eye. Or he needs to turn the other way like how Gordon Ramsay does when he does his one-on-ones with the camera, right? Have you guys ever noticed Gordon Ramsay? He looks to the left or the right and he starts talking. He does that on purpose because he wants to be cool. He doesn't want to do like a camera on thing, like looking at you straight. He looks to the side and starts talking and shakes his head in his hands. That's the Gordon Ramsay technique. So he needs to do that. Issa needs to go to Gordon Ramsay and be like, hey, teach me how not to look at the camera, how to look sideways, or even that Daredevil look. You know how Daredevil, when he acts on TV, he's looking. That's a hard role to play. He's playing the role of a blind person. So he constantly have to like shift his eyes everywhere. So he's not like staring. And he plays that role pretty good. So Issa either learn from Gordon Ramsay or learn from the Daredevil. Because those two gentlemen is going to help you out, not look straight into people's eyes or straight into the camera. And then you don't have to make people tell their deep, dark truth. And, it's crazy. It's crazy. And, there's so much going on. This show, I told everybody this, and I really love this show, not just because of the superpowers. To be honest with you, even without the superpowers, this show will be cool. It's an addition, right? It's really cool overall. I watch it because of the superpowers. But to be honest with you, it's a show that talks about what's going on. What's up out there? There's some crazy stuff going on. And I don't like to talk about those stuff because I don't want to bring negativity to, to the show, but there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And I don't want to say anything because my fans are of every walk of life and I love them all. But this show really grasps what's up and what's up in certain types of neighborhoods. And it's cool. Salima Kill, and Mara Kill. You guys got a good show going on. One thing I'm mad about is you're not part of the Arrowverse. But hopefully you can make it in the Arrowverse. That would be cool to have Black Lightning join. I don't know how it would work because Black Lightning is, different. They're serious. They have their own issues and stuff, and they've already built a world around them. So to add these other superheroes, I don't know how it will work because the Arrowverse shows are kind of like similar, and the way they're set and produced and written and stuff like that. Not totally similar, but you get what I'm saying. So I don't know. How that would be. And, the show kind of like uses other terms for what's going on currently and names them other things to get messages across, which is cool. It's really great. It's really great. And, you're going to have fans that love you and you're going to have fans that don't like you. So just keep up the good work, make it going. And, you have a lot of supporters out there. You have a lot of supports out there. And, our society is dark. And there's a truth. And good for you, Black Lightning and producers and everybody. I'm saying Black Lightning. But, even the actors and actresses for Black Lightning, they took the roles knowing what they're going to be portraying. And that's really awesome, really lovely. And I can't wait to get some of these guys and gals on interviews on our show so I could chat with them and really talk to them differently. Because I hear some of their interviews on other series and shows and stations and stuff like that. And it's cool. It's very general, but I got some cool questions. I got some cool stuff I want to talk about, but we'll see. Hopefully in the next episodes to come, we'll go ahead and interview some of these amazing characters and actors and human beings from the Black Lightning right here on Comic-Con Radio. And if you have any suggestions, if you have anybody you would like us to interview or hear an interview, or if you want to get interviewed, if you're on one of these shows we cover and which ones we do because we say it all the time, give us a call. Toll free 1-800-976-0305 on social media or comiccon-radio.com. And check out our other episodes there as well. And hopefully you'll like them. I think you will. I'm hoping you do. But if you don't, try to, at least. Okay? Force yourself to like it, okay? Now, Jennifer, she figured out that to neutralize his power, don't make eye contact. That's it. And it's cool. She figured it out. Just going back to that. And it's really, really, really cool. Now, also on the rooftop, Khalil shows up. And she was like, what do you want? Right? What do you want? And it's not a cool situation. I know Khalil's lost. And I know he doesn't know what to do. But, now you're part of Tobias' team. You have to do it. Tobias will crush him. Tobias is powerful. And Tobias helped him walk again and all these things. So he has kind of like this thing like an IOU. But the funny part about that was when he jumps on the roof and he's talking to Jennifer, she like basically pushes him off the roof and he falls over. That was funny. I saw that. She knew he could handle it. She knew she wasn't killing him. That dude's a crazy machine. He has like, all sorts of like crazy features to him. And, he's a meta, but he's like built. He became a meta because the operation they did, he makes this like, venom and he shoots him as darts. It's kind of ruthless, if you say so myself. if you say so myself. And also during the show, you've seen Thunder. Now, episode 2 shows Anissa as a Mac daddy or a Mac mommy. She's like left and right getting all the girls. I'm like, can I hang out with you? It's cool. Yeah, she's like, one girl's like, oh my God, I miss you. The other was like, come on. And she got like celebrities and that girl that plays a celebrity in the TV show anyways. But Jefferson's kind of fed up with her. You know, he's fed up because she's becoming very showy and he doesn't like that. He doesn't like showy. He's very serious, a straight up dude. Come on, he's a principal. A principal as a superhero. Did you ever think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Like, yeah, reporters become superheroes, right? And all sorts of other people. But a principal, so they already have a certain way they carry themselves, you know? So, yeah, it's kind of cool. They care, they're nurturing, they know how to run teams, and they're all into education. And he doesn't like her attitude. He's like, girl, you better put yourself in check. And she's like, no. And she does her walk with the booty. And it's cool. I love those outfits on them. Really beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. And, that part when basically Wendy, tosses them around with her wind and does like that and this and that. And then all of a sudden, Jefferson gets her. And then Thunder jumps on the car and bows for the people. And he's like, what'd you do again? Girl, you need to stop doing that. And then she pushes the cars aside and people are clapping for her. And she's like throwing her hands in the air like she just caught a touchdown or something like that. It's crazy. So, all this time that all this is happening, Jefferson's fighting crime. Anissa's helping him. Jennifer's figuring out her powers. All this crazy stuff that's going out there. Tobias wants to kill them. Manipulation, craziness. Lynn is trying to fix all of this by using her brain. Right? She's trying to use her brain. She's really, really helping a lot in her own way. She's trying to find that metagene cure. And it's really commendable by her because, who else is trying? Everybody else is trying to kind of capture them, use them, exploit them, or do whatever. But she's trying to help. I know she doesn't have superpowers, but I think the help she does is a superpower. So that's really cool. You see, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm telling you, I've said it in other episodes, and I'll say it in future episodes. When you watch these TV shows, these programs, whatever you want to call it, I know shows, series, whatever, I throw different names. Don't watch them as, okay, that's a superhero, this is a situation, they solve it, and the show's over, and no, pay attention. Pay attention to the surroundings. Pay attention to the character's attributes. Pay attention to the character's formalities, the way they talk and act. Pay attention because the writers do. The writers pay attention to all of that because that's what makes the character. Black Lightning is who he is because of what he is, right? Thunder, soon to be Jen, they all have these gifts, but look at their mannerisms. Learn from the situations. Learn from how they speak when they talk with each other. These things really make the point. And these moments are what makes these shows amazing because it teaches humanity. It teaches empathy. It teaches sympathy. It teaches care. It's so cool. That's how I look at these shows. I don't just see these shows like, oh my God, yes, Black Lightning just zapped somebody in the butt and his butt caught on fire and he's running around. No, mon chéri. No, mon chéri. I don't look at it like that. How I look at it is in a way of what am I learning from this? Am I learning something about the world? Am I learning something that's happening in news right now? Am I learning, whatever about a character or the way they act? Am I learning something new about this character that I already know about? Right? We can read comics and we can watch TV shows all day long. But if we're not really paying attention, we're not really understanding it. So don't look at these shows as a normal viewer. Start changing that a little bit. You know what? Try it. Sit down one episode, get your favorite beverage and your favorite snack, turn on the television, sit down in your comfortable chair, kick your legs up, and put the volume not too high, not too low. Get ready for the show and watch each character from the beginning to the end. And look at the show and break it down. Break down the way they speak, the way their manners are, the words they say, the things they do, how they interact with their own family, how they interact with the public, and what their purpose is, and what the outcome is. Think of it like that. Do that. Once you do that, you're going to look at these programs so different. It's not going to be the normal show anymore. It's going to be so much more amazing. And that's why a lot of these characters have lifers, like fanatics, because they just don't look at the character like, ooh, glowing suit, ooh, big muscles, ooh, they look pretty. No, they look at them differently, right? Why do cosplayers want to take over a character? Not just the way it looks. They like to take over everything, right? They want to become that character for the day. At least the serious ones that I know that are amazing cosplayers. They look at different things. They look at A to Z, and that's what's so important, right? Or else you're just a person with a costume and you're just running around and you're fake. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to watch. It's amazing. It's all that. But the fake part I said about cosplayers, right? If you're just wearing a costume just to wear it, you're not a true cosplayer. True cosplayers become the character, are the character, right? They live in that character for the moment. So look at the TV shows the same way. Look at these characters. Understand it. And I always say this and I stress it because people email me and they call and leave messages. They're like, how do I notice this? How do I notice that? And I kind of break it down to them. So I just want to bring it out in some of these shows that start looking at it that way, right? You're going to learn a lot. Oh my God. I look at characters in TV shows so different. And that's why some people are so hooked, because they do think like this. And they're hooked. They're like hooked like Captain Hook, like a fish hook. And they're never going to let go. And why do you think some of these TV shows that end after some seasons, their fans are going nuts over it? Not because it's there's 100 other TV shows. No, they go nuts because of what's going on and what they're learning from it and what they're feeling. You immerse yourself in the TV show, right? You become part of that TV show. Sorry for the serious moment there for a second. I always like to bring these things up because it's so important, right? Look at a scene in a movie or a series or something. Now, try to see that scene in different perspectives. Oh my God, you'll get so many different answers out of it. But anyways, that's what I wanted to say, because sometimes people are like, oh, how do you see it that way? I didn't see it that way because I look at it differently. And once you start doing that, then you'll see it the galaxy way. I'm not saying it's the right way. Everyone is the right way. Your way is the right way. It's how you enjoy it, how you appreciate it, how you love it. You do what you do. I love you guys for that. But I'm just saying, my own way, I look at it differently. I look at those things, what I learn, what I see, what it's going to do, how is it affecting, today, how is it affecting this, that, blah, 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 blah. I went over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Anyways, so, Lynn is trying to find that metagene cure. Metagene. Isn't that a city in Colombia? Metagene? Just kidding. So she's trying to find it, but she can't. And it's frustrating. And of course, if she finds the cure, the show's over, right? Because everybody's healed, and then what? There's just a crazy kingpin, but he uses these things to his advantage, right? So, what should I say here to say it the right way? I don't like how the ASA supports criminals to get things going forward. You get what I'm saying? Look, they could do it the good way. Lynn's good. She's a good person. She cares. Why didn't they approach people like that to help and to find all these new things and to create metas and all that, but do it in a positive way? Why? Why do you always have to join these Tobias type of people where they're ruthless killers and all that? I know it makes good television. I know it makes good story plot, but why? Because that dude Tobias is out for his own self, right? He's a kingpin, right? He sells drugs. He does other crazy stuff. He's a killer. God knows how else he makes his money. Why would you want to? You're an ASA. Yeah, you're not all too good yourself, punks. But anyways, why would you partner with this guy? Why would you? But you know what? It is what it is. And now we have to save the city together, ladies and gentlemen. We have to save the city. Also, another fact, ladies and gentlemen, I bring this up a lot on social media. Please support these television shows. Watch the episodes live or just turn your TV on while it's playing. That's what I do. Sometimes I can't watch the show live. It's understandable. We have meetings, work, life, right? Shiznit happens. But a lot of these shows depend on our ratings. And a lot of amazing TV shows have been canceled throughout the years because of this. So please, if you see a television show, if you see a television show hurting in ratings and they're actually saying we need more ratings, make it viral. Tell everybody. Turn on the tube that night it airs live. Just leave the channel off and go. Go do your work. Go do whatever. You don't have to watch it. You can record it. You can watch it on apps later. But just support it that way because they need the help. Let me tell you this. These TV shows don't get ratings from, you guys watching it on an app. They get ratings from watching it live. And don't get me wrong, apps are amazing, right? There's Hulu, Netflix, all sorts of cool apps out there, Amazon streaming, HBO, there's so many, amazing streaming apps and that are connected with channels, that are not connected with channels, whatever. But they get ratings. Yeah, okay. If you're watching something on Netflix or Hulu, of course, if a million people are watching it, they're going to notice. But that's their thing. Ratings are done through, television, and they're rated, and this goes through their, it's all done to keep things, noticed. And they get their numbers in, and they know that the show's doing good or not because all the big, the big wigs, let's say that, the big wigs up there, they look at ratings. Ratings will tell them if people are actually caring about the show. You could have 1 million fans, but 10,000 viewers because they're all watching it on an app. Or some TV shows have 100,000 fans, but 1 million people are watching it because it's on a certain time that everybody's comfortable at home. So that's the thing, right? Because I know a lot of TV programs that, have millions of followers, hardcore followers, but their ratings are low. It's because it's aired at a certain time and a certain day that a lot of people probably can't make it, right? And it's just sad. So please, support your local superhero. Support your fandom show. Support them. Be part of it. And like I said, turn the TV on, walk away. And I think if you can't watch it, don't walk away all the time. I'm just saying if you can't watch it. But, that's about it with that. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because I have to say that. Now, You guys saw what happened at Garfield High, right? Jefferson is kind of like always, saying things like everything's going to be okay, without me, and, blah, 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 this and that. And it's kind of sad, and you saw the announcement Jefferson made at Garfield High. And that was kind of the episode's ending when Jefferson announced his resignation. But he said he's still staying on as a teacher, and he'll remain, the biggest supporter for them. He'll still be in their lives. He'll still be there for them. But he's going to be a teacher. He has to step down. He cannot be principal anymore after what happened. And that's kind of sad because, there's some crazy metas in there, right? There's some crazy, look, Tobias and Khalil and all these, before, Syonide when she was alive. All these crazy people are there attacking the high school. What is the principal going to do? Yeah, he wasn't there, but it's chaos. Kids are running. What do you want him to do? What is he going to do? Jumping away? Now, we know he's Black Lightning and his family knows. And yes, Black Lightning showed up. But he can't tell the school board, hey, I'm Black Lightning. I was there the whole time. I saved the school. Poor guy almost got killed. Or he actually did get killed and Jen resurrected him. Like juiced him back up. Like freaking the Energizer. Boom. And he got up. So with that said, what is a mere mortal going to do against all these powerful people? Okay, he wasn't there, but he was there as Black Lightning. And that's a sad part because he was there for the students and now he's getting kicked out of the high school. Well, not getting kicked out, but demoted from a principal to a teacher. Come on, he's the principal. He set the ways of that school, right? He is the Garfield High. He is Garfield High, basically. Not the Garfield, but he is, right? So why would you demote him? Okay, he's a teacher. He's going to teach. So this is going to be kind of cool to see in episodes to come where it'll show, Jefferson as a teacher. He'll have less responsibility and more responsibility. Less meaning he's not the principal of the school. He doesn't have to deal with the overall BS, but more because he's teaching now per class and he's get stuck, right? Principals can leave and go when they come, right? I think. But teachers, they got to teach the class, right? And if they don't, they have to call in sick. So we're going to see how that works. And I want to see how the situation is going to be with the new principal and Jefferson, how they're going to interact, how they're going to deal with each other. Is the new principal going to be supporting or supportive? What's going on? We don't know. Wouldn't it be cool if Anissa becomes principal? Hint. No, I don't think she will, but that would be cool, right? That would be really cool. And she knows her dad's Black Lightning and she's thunder from not down under, but up there. Anyways, it was a pretty good episode. I always find the Black Lightning episodes to be fair, to be well written, well produced. Like I said, it's a drama series with a little bit of superhero action. And you're not always saying, okay, go become a superhero. Let's see the action scenes. You're kind of wanting them being in regular clothes. I don't know. To me, I'd rather see them in regular clothes dealing with the problems than when they're in the superhero outfits. Because they're in such a big reality. The show feels so real to me. I know the green light babies, all that is fake, but you get what I'm saying. The situations, the things they're implying seem so real to me. When you add the superheroes to it, it seems kind of, okay, this is extra. But it's great though, because maybe that's what makes it nice and my brain's not computing it that way. But like I said, they're in such a real situation and imply such real things going on that the superhero situations are just added pluses to it. Of course, I like the evil villains. I think that makes the show really good too. To be honest with you, you have to have amazing villains to have amazing superheroes, because without the amazing villains, you would have no amazing superheroes to kick their booty. Right? Then the superheroes are just running around eating coffee all day or drinking coffee and eating donuts. You have to have these nice super villains. And I love the villains on this show. They're planned perfect. And Krondon, you play Tobias so good, buddy. It seems like you are Tobias. You're probably Tobias in real life. I can't look at you another way. I know you rap and do other things, but you are from now on Tobias to me. It's crazy. Khalil is cool. You know, the hair gotta go, but you know, they gotta make him look different from before. So because of his superpowers, his hair grows. It's like, now you have superpowers and your hair is gonna grow long. And into a certain style. So funny, right? You guys know why his hair's like that, right? Because after he got his superpowers, he had like, you know, his hair grew that way and it's like stuck that way. It's like basically one hairdo for the rest of your life. You got superpowers, boom, that's your hairdo, that's it. You can't cut it, you can't nothing. Which is kind of funny, it's cool, but it fits the character, you know, when he does things. Again, to Krondon, you played the part really well, really smoothly. I like Jennifer, how she's turning into what she is. She plays it really well. Come on. She's an amazing childhood actress. She's done well in all her shows, and everything looks great. So I can't wait till you start evolving. And I know you're stuck at home, Jen. You're stuck at home, but get those powers, fine-tune them, practice, and become the savior like your dada. And the other characters are good. I can't wait to see what Kara's going to do, how she's going to help Jefferson, because Jefferson was shocked in the episode. Remember, he was like, oh my God, Kara's with the ASA. She was a spotter. Oh my God, you know, he hates the ASA, and his vice principal was with the enemy all those years. So he feels, I don't know if he feels violated. He feels like, oh my God, she knows this, she knows that. So I want to see how that turns out, you know, because, you know, she went for help to Gambi, and Gambi, I don't know if he said, okay, not, but we'll see in the episodes to come. And like I said earlier, Syonide is a no more. She's a goner. And I think Tobias wants Khalil to take that spot to, you know, in the episodes to come, you'll see what he expects of him. And Khalil just has to do it. He can't say no because he owes the guy. And Tobias knows what he did for him, you know. Yeah, what he did for him is going to make him be the person that he wants. I'm hoping Khalil has a change of heart. I think he's at that line. But you know what? Jen pushed him off the roof and said, nuh-uh, honey, get out of here. So we'll see how that turns out. We'll see how the entire season turns out. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Black Lightning. This is season 2, episode 2 of Black Lightning. This is Comic-Con Radio. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, listening, wherever. If you're listening on iTunes or what is that? Spotify or Player FM or our own website, comiccon-radio.com. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please, if you ever need to get a hold of us, call us toll-free, 1-800-976-0305. We would love to come to your events. If you would like to be on as an interview or as a guest, as an interview, as a guest, you know, we could, you know, set that up. And we would love to chat with you on social media at Comic-Con Radio, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We love your support. Thank you so much. We are growing just like you. And thank you for being part of our universe. I love you guys. All right. And what do I say? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing out from another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Love ya. Mwah, mwah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing out from another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Tune in for your daily shows of Comic-Con Radio. Go to comiccon-radio.com. Reach us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Comic-Con Radio. You can call us toll-free right now. 800-976-0305. 800-976-0305. Comic-Con Radio, taking the world one listener at a time.